Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money on a Wednesday. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing good. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Max Wagers, winning free picks wherever you're watching. Maybe on your, it could be on PMP or the Winners and Winners. Wherever you are, welcome on into the show here. We'll start getting some free pick winners as we always do. But I just want to mention the 7-day steal still up there. This is it. I had a bunch yesterday. This is the last, and I don't like to hype the selling part. I just come in. I really don't do this, but I have to. One yesterday, 8-3 with our Major League Baseball. Not too bad, 73%. I guess that's good. 59% on the year, 91-65, of which, I filled up the baseball number. Okay, 156 games. And you're thinking to yourself, all right, well, that's great. And you see on the total season, favorites 159-98. 62% faves are winning. So you're thinking, oh, this guy, sure, he's hitting 60% because he's been all faves. How about my favorite record, 17-10 out of those 156 games? 17-10 with faves. And I'll throw down a couple numbers. Yesterday, I actually had the Padres. They were 147, only because I couldn't get on the sites. The run line wasn't posted. Otherwise, it would have been a run line play. Other than that, these are some of my favorite totals that are, the favorites. 115, 102, 110, 103, 137, 102, 115, 105, 115, 135, 120, 125, 140, 125. A couple losers, 123, 122, 105, 127, 131, 113. So 17-10. And you get into that 125 range, 11-3. So, yeah, you're going to have people have a great baseball season because favorites are 62%. Hi, I'm at 59%, and I got 27 favorites. Not too bad. Not too bad. So, anyway, I want to say that because, sometimes you got to pat yourself on the back when you're doing good. Now, NBA, not too good. Had New Orleans yesterday. Loser there. 80-90 in a video. I don't have a post here because we have no NBA today. So minus 876 on the video with our NBA. Hockey, 52-42 plus 1268. We'll be back with hockey picks next week as the season progresses. Should be the playoff season, right? It's playoff time, so we like that part of the season. Baseball SA, 2-1 in the video, plus 553. Now 27-21. Today, under KC. Now we'll touch on this real fast against the Sox. Chicago's now lost 8 in a row. Normally, I would be a play on Kansas City. I had, KC yesterday, and I'd be like almost take them again today. You've lost 8 in a row. It's Greinke and Cease. I don't love Greinke, and it's just tough going against Cease. Do I want to lay 190 with a team that's lost 8 in a row? No. Should I just be betting Kansas City on principle? Yes. I didn't bet it. And again, here on Wednesdays, the last 2 Wednesdays here, I am 5-11, so 4-7 and 1-4. 4-7 last week, 1-4, and that's coming with dogs. Miami twice, 130, 152, 101 losers. Cubbies 105 loser. Tigers 192 loser. Toronto 107. I had 2 overs and under and a run line, 2 run line losers. So Wednesday's a little difficult. 5-11. I don't want to really come out and force something, even though I want to. I want to kind of bet Kansas City today. But it's a knower for me. So we go under there. Dodgers under. This was one of my rare losers last night. I had them on a run line, up 3-0 in the first inning. I'll be honest. I have my little piece of paper. I'm like, okay, here's a win underway. We're going to have a good day. Today, give me the under. So we all know you should know how I feel about Urias. 9 games, 6 starts versus D-backs, 155 ERA. But on the flip side is Gallen, a guy we'd bet on before, right? Had him against the Red Hot Mets. Doesn't make a difference. We like him. 7 starts versus the Dodgers, a 288 ERA. Kid is tough. So give me the under here. And it's kind of like a auto play on LA. If thinking, Urias, come on in. I almost thought about taking Gallen here at the 190 or 180 something last night, 177. Give me the under. Padres run line. I had San Diego again yesterday. Couldn't get the run line when I did the picks, but today last night I got it. It was a plus 105. So I'll jump on them here. Again, this is more just fading Cincy. A bad team. They're hitting 190. The worst, second worst team. The worst team is Arizona, 185. Another reason I like that Dodger under. I like Mackenzie Gore, youngster. Again, both teams kind of hit a little yesterday. I think, I don't know. It's the Cincy team, not loving. Give me some run line money there. Player props. Now, had one winner yesterday on the day. So we're 52 and 70 plus 1,075. Our boy DJ on the projected lineups, he was lower in the lineup. He was down like 6 or 7. So I'm like, all right, we like the Ribby. Of course, he's leading off yesterday. Of course, he gets a couple hits and no ribbies. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I should have just grabbed the runs on this cat. If I knew he was leading off, obviously we're not gonna get a big, $182. But any hoot, let's get to today. And some Lindor, not the chocolate, score run plus 120. I'm going to grab that, right? He's right in the thick of things here for the Mets, playing well. Give me some Lindor here against St. Louis. Mets, again, and this is for, I like my streaks here. So New York's won 3 in a row. St. Louis has dropped 3 in a row. I should probably come in on the Mets here. Short line, right, 110, 115. I just, Mets versus an old team. You face an old club. Are you going to come out with a little something extra? I'm not a cookie lover, but listen, when I get into something like this with these two teams, and there's a couple other games set up like this today too. Mets should definitely be a team you look to play today. Playing very well, short number. Kind of like St. Louis over Cincy this week, last week, right? They were like, hey, only 115, 120 seems a little low. Better team did win, 2 out of 3 there in Cincy. And in this spot here, the Mets are, I like the Mets. I'm high on the Mets. You want to grab the Mets here today? I'm probably going to add them. I got a 6-pack up. Actually, I got 3 in the 3-pack and 3 other games posted here, but I'll probably grab the Mets myself. So Lindor to score a run here. San Diego, again, that's a run line play for me. I'm going with my guy per 4 for a Ribby. And, okay, he's batting 220 on the year. I get it. He's not doing much. But you know what? The guy is slugging over 500. He's driven in 12 Ribbies in 17 games. Leads the team. Leads the Padres in homers. So the guy actually, he's not hitting a lot, but somebody gets on in front of him, he's scooting him over there. So at plus 195, we're taking a shot here. And, of course, Ty France, my guy. Didn't play him. I took a day off of playing him, and he's still rolling along. Today, we're jumping in. Ribby and runs. Plus 125 and a run, $2 on the Ribby. Why not a home run from this cat? Last 7 games, 3 homers, 12 Ribbies, 6 runs, batting over 500. He's hot. I got to, ride it out. Plus money here on both sides of the ticket. Let's go. And the New York Yankees. Again, we're going to go back to our little Falefa down in the lineup. Again, he's hitting about 300. And I think the Yanks are going to hit this guy. Yankee bats seem to be playing well. We mentioned this on Sunday versus Cole. They're continuing to hit a little. Why not? Get down in the lineup. I get a plus 230 at a guy who could easily come up with bases loaded or second and third. Give me a shot here with Falefel. And Rizzo, again, right in the middle of the lineup here, plus 170. He could easily just rip a homer again or something. Plus 170 for Ribby. I'll grab it. It looks a little easy to me, but I do not care. I'm going to take it. If you're on the Twitter, we do have cold cash up on the ice here as a free pick winner. Montreal and the Rangers are on my Twitter with a link to the winning free pick page. And as always, all of the midday money picks posted. So go on with your bad selves. Follow me, Mr. Sean Higgs, on Twitter and say hello. A couple other games we're going to talk about here real fast. Then we'll get to the comments. So I mentioned the Yanks with the player props. But sidewise here, listen, darn well I'm not going to come on here and tell you to lay. I'm looking at, where's this number here for the Yankees today? 260, 255, 245, 250. I'm not going to tell you to lay that. So obviously it would be a run line kind of play here on the Yanks minus fucking quarter. I had them yesterday. So I would say that today. Again, streaky time. Here we go. 4 in a row. Baltimore's lost 2 in a row. Yanks playing well. Ride that streak. Boston. I tweet out, I saw somebody else have this about Boston kids eat free when Boston wins. I'm like, poor children dying in the streets of Boston, not eating because Boston hasn't been winning. 4 straight losses here. And is Toronto the play, right? They come back, get the win yesterday. I can't, and again, streak-wise tells me let's bet Ross Stripling minus the 140. I can't bet Stripling, but I can't, and the same thing is I can't bet Waka. How about an overplay here between these two? I know, and I mentioned the unders on the year, 145 and 100, a couple of pushes in there at 59%. We saw some overs yesterday. Waka and Stripling, to me, are two guys who should give up runs, and maybe we're starting to see some runs now. We saw some runs yesterday coming across the board in these games. I would probably lean to the over here, but the fading Boston train should be in effect. In a dueling trend, Twins, never in doubt yesterday for us, Minnesota. Win 5 in a row. Detroit is not allowed to drop 3 in a row. And much like Matt's facing his old team, we get Pineda. Now, he was on the Twins last year, pitched to like a 3.4 ERA in Minnesota. It wasn't like I got shelled there. He pitched okay there. Listen, I love me some Joe Ryan here, John Ryan, whoever the cat is. This youngster is very good. But again, even on a 5-game streak, I can't lay 195. I can't do it. I mean, I didn't even look at the run line for this game. And maybe it's I mentioned my Wednesday record, and it's one of those days. Like some days, like a Wednesday and a Sunday can be tough days. You got guys sitting out. It's a travel day for some spots. Yankees, Toronto, Minnesota. Next game up, Cleveland and Angels. Like, how are we not betting Angels? They won 3 in a row. Cleveland still dropped 5 in a row. Another under cashes in that game for us. Wonderful. We'll take it. But again, Ohtani's on Hill laying 180, 190. I can't play it. I can't do it. White Sox, losers 8 in a row. Do I just take Kansas City on principle here? Cease is tough. I mean, maybe, Greinke, I don't love Greinke either. He's one of those guys I don't love. But again, if I'm getting a plus 170, this could be just a blind play on Kansas City at that price. But Cease is good. Maybe they win 2-1. I don't know. How about another under? White Sox, believe it or not, as much as everybody loves the White Sox offense, and I'm one of those guys who loves this White Sox offense, they're the fifth worst hitting, the 5th worst hitting team. Here they are, 211. Arizona 185, Cincy 180. Again, I did these last night. 209 for Baltimore, 209 Milwaukee. And here come the Sox, 211. Houston even 214. Kansas City 215. Mini 217. Just bad hitting. So again, I can't really. I want to take KC. I can't. Seattle 4 in a row against Tampa. Now, is this a travel spot? Much like we'll talk about the other game coming up after this one. West to East, is this the game they kind of lay an egg on? Little jet lag sets in or something? I don't know. Again, Seattle should be the play here, and you're getting them as a dog. I mean, streaky teams as dogs, I fire away. And last week, I'm telling you, what did I go last week on these things? 4-7, and a lot of more dog losers. I'm coming like, I'll take a team that's won 3-4 in a row as a dog. Yeah, well, didn't pay off. So maybe it's in the back of my mind. Do they balance out sometimes? Maybe they do. There's a bunch like this next game, San Fran and Oakland. All right, we liked Oakland yesterday, so let's take them maybe plus 1.5. Bad spot. We do like Rendon, which is why I didn't play personally on Oakland. But now San Fran has won 5 in a row. And here we go. Laying 160 today. Do you run line it up? Is this the game? Is this the game they finally catch up? Little tired legs, tired arms, tired bats catch up with them here? Here's again, San Fran, the Yanks, Minnesota, Angels. Big faves on winning streaks. I can't pull the trigger. I can't pull it. I can't do it. I mean, I'm probably going to come in on the Mets and the Angels under, but I don't know. Let me get to the comments here. It's a nice 15 minutes of me talking. Tate the Great, the like button has been hit. Thank you, Tate the Great. Yes. Twitter. Go to that Twitter feed. Winning free picks. Absolutely. Good spot. Joaquin, how are you today? Good morning. Nick's with us. Mets money line. I do like the Mets. I'm going to come in on the Mets. It'll be my lucky 7 today. Lots of over. Yeah. Well, we'll see. And I said that yesterday. I said, just because the unders have been cashing doesn't mean it's going to continue. Last year, I was rolling along, and then bad news strikes. We go, 3-30. It happens. So, you always got to watch out. Safer bet today, Yankees run line or Angels run line? I would say Yankees run line. Markel's in the house. Good afternoon. Joaquin saying Mets money line, yes. Mariners as a doggy, yes. Padres money line, I'm not doing Padres money. What's the Padres money line? 170. That's a little too high for my liking. Marlins. Now, I love me some Pablo Lopez. I'm not saying I don't. I wrote this down. I thought I wrote it down somewhere. Fetty. Where's my Fetty numbers? Where the heck are they? Here we go. Fetty versus Miami. And again, we got the under up here rolling in the chat. Fetty versus Miami. 1.43 ERA in 7 starts. Last year, 4 starts, a 1.40 ERA. And Pablo looks good. Cy Young worthy. The guy's very good. Do I want to lay 140 against the team? And I don't love the Nats at all. But it is tough laying when you got a guy facing you who is just as good and has shut you down in a decent amount of games. So that would be a no for me. Scratch that one right off the list. Scratch it right off. Houston with Javier. I like Javier. I like Christian Javier. And it's a low number. I had the over yesterday, come back with an under this game. Odorizzi, Texas, Houston did their part. They got their 5 runs, but the Rangers could not deliver. And Giants money line will, starter along. I just said to Tim before the show, I'm like, wait a second, this guy just pitched Monday, but he only comes in for like an inning or two. So, I don't know. I don't want to lay 170. You know what I forgot to say? I forgot to do the rundown of the shows. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Max Wager family. I do it right out of the gate. But I was too busy pumping myself up because I've been red hot in baseball. So it's me, Allie Burns up next, 1 o'clock, a little over a half hour away. Chris King doing the Just Parlay show. Back to the window, Scott, and Game Time, Nick, Tim, and Lenny.
I will say we have to make an addition to this one.
We got soccer show at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, for any soccer people, I believe his name is Sean Miller. He's live from 4 to 5 in between Scott and Game Time Decisions. So if anybody's into soccer, especially overseas soccer, that's your show right there. So you have a soccer show now.
That's good because I'm not a soccer guy. That's my other brother Sean who does that one.
Yep, there you go.
Markel's on the Padres run line. Sure. Dodgers run line today, baby. Let's cash. Again, Zach Gallen. It's easy to grab Urias. I love Urias. Gallen in 7 starts versus the Dodgers, a 2.88 ERA. I can't. It's easy to come in and take Dodgers run line. I had them last night. I get it. Today, not so much. I'd rather just leave it out there, not worry about it. No run first inning, Sox under first 5. Which Sox game? There's 2 pairs of socks.
Considering that he's a White Sox person, I'm guaranteeing he's talking about the White Sox game.
I'm assuming that because it's Cease and Greinke as opposed to like Waka.
Yeah.
Rob, good morning. Yeah, I mean, who's going under Michael Waka except for Michael Waka's family? Big X, Marlins, Nats, no runs first inning. Yes, Mets, no run first inning. I don't know. You know what? I'll say okay to that. Maybe Mets gets through the first inning. For me, I'm hoping for a Lindor homer to catch my run ticket, though. These back-to-backs. I'm like, okay. I was like, I thought I just hit that. D-backs run line, Reds run line, Orioles run line. Definitely not pretty, big facts. That's for sure. But the Diamondbacks, I don't mind with Zach Gallen on the hill. He's gonna keep it close. The Reds, I don't know. I'm high on McKenzie, so and I'm just not high on that Red team. I know they scored some runs. Still not sold. Orioles. I don't know. I don't think they're hitting Montgomery. Montgomery's tough. Michael, good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Taking the Nuggets. 9 is a lot of points for sure. Probably just play the over there. CC, good morning. How are you today, fella? Mr. Nika's in the house. Phillies and Angels parlay, or what is the play? You know me. Mr. Nika, you're going to parlay this up, so I'm going to say whatever. You want to lay $2 with Ohtani? I get it. Philadelphia, what do we got here? Suarez versus Colorado. How about Colorado versus lefties? The number one hitting team in all of Major League Baseball, slapping lefties at a 291 clip. So there is that. Again, doesn't make my cut, just based on that alone. And Ohtani, I don't want to lay those kind of numbers. Big $2, you know I'm not interested. Richie P hitting the like button. Thank you, Richie P. St. Louis over to 7. You think they get some runs today here? Somebody's getting beat up. Carrasco, he's looked well. He's looked good coming back. Yanks run line, sure. Toronto over, yes. Stripling and Waka. Houston run line, why not with Javier and over in Houston? I'm on the under there. I went on that train yesterday with the over and lost. Mets and the under, I'd say yes to. Yes. No runs, Fishnets. Absolutely. 2 good pitchers. KC first 5. White Sox have lost 8 in a row, right? Are they due to win because they got Dylan Cease on the hill? I don't know. Take 160. It's worth a shot. Jojo Rabbit. What do you say? Good morning. It's the name. Absolutely, Tater Great. Speaking of, I think one of the Scots today was on VSiN this morning. Tim is correct. Yes, he
Talking
is.
about he's mentioning the White Sox instead of the Red Sox.
Yep. 5-0 on Nerfies yesterday. I think Nerfies are good. I'm not part of the Nerfy fan wagon. It's not what I play, but I'm all for the no run because I think the starters, I said this before, I'll say it again. Starter's your best guy. Get 3 outs. Cubs Braves over. Leiter and Morton. You know what? I almost want to come in on the Cubs today with Leiter Jr. there. Not many runs yesterday there. Morton's been hit a little bit. The line's come down. It was 9 down to 8.5. So that's a no. That can't be a play for me, Ant. That's a no for me. Don't only want to talk White Sox. I get it. I know. Tim knew right off the bat you're a Sox guy. Exactly, man. Gallen is good. I told you the numbers. 7 starts, 2.88 ERA, not terrible. Tiffany, how are you today? Do you like any Nerfies today? My number one Nerfie would be the Marlins with Lopez and Fetty for the Nats going, believe it or not. Fetty has really good numbers versus the Marlins. If you just popped in and here's numbers. A 1.43 ERA in 7 starts. Last year, 4 starts, 1.41. So decent amount of times facing Miami. Miami always struggles offensively anyway. Lopez is great. So that would be my number 1. And my number 2 would probably be under Greinke and Cease in that White Sox game. But Marlins for sure is my favorite no-run first inning play. Rob says, D-backs first 5. I think it's worth a shot, man. Gallen could easily keep these guys in check. Maybe they score 1 run. If you're getting half a run, it could be 0-0 going into the 7th here. With me on Lindor. A run plus money, I'm going to take it. So Rocky's going to hit reverse run line. That wouldn't bother me if I go reverse run line with the Rockies. Listen, Suarez, he's laying $2 here. I know. Feltner, I know nothing about this dude, Feltner. All I know is that the Rockies, 9-10 games, they're hitting at a 290 clip versus lefties. So could be worth a shot there. I did not bet it.
I'll give you. I don't know if you looked up Feltner at all. 6 1/3 innings last year. This is his first start up in the majors this year. In last year's 6 1/3 innings, 8 runs, 9 hits. So he wasn't good last year.
Gave up a couple. So we definitely need that 290 batting average to come through here.
Yep.
Again, I'm not missing. I didn't bet that game. I'm just throwing out numbers because I'm not going to tell you to take a team that's a 210 fave. D-backs 4-0 with Greinke on with Gallen on. I see Zach. I went Zach Greinke. Padres run line. Yeah, you got it. I mean, I like Mackenzie Gore, so Marlins Reds under. Okay, Marlins are playing the Nats, but if you want to, maybe this is just a two-teamer between the Marlins and the Reds going under both games. I don't. Yeah, I'm not a nerfy guy either, JoJo. But I'll give you my thoughts on it, and those are my thoughts. KC White Sox. No run looks good. That would be my second one. And also, where is I joke. I don't joke. People come in here. I bust out the pen when they put in here. King of MLB yesterday. Baseball is so easy to pick winners. So easy. Detroit first 5, loser. So anybody followed King of MLB, you lost. If you won, I would have said you win. I always say, who's John Doe came in. Where's John Doe been? John Doe was rolling along in the chat with his parlays of the year every other day, but he won. Here's another Sean. Knows what he's talking about here. Baltimore going big dog. Baltimore and Montgomery. Interesting. Angels run line. You have to with Ohtani. I can't lay to 180. Oakland revert. Oakland run line. You're going to take the run here with Blackburn on the hill. I sort of liked Oakland yesterday. I didn't bet it, Sean. So, I mean, this is the spot, right? They're back. Day home. Giants after 11, 12 days away. I understand. Philly run line, again, you're laying 210. I'm not laying 210. I just told you Colorado versus lefties, but they got a guy on the hill who's absolute gas can. So no play for me. Marlins, Nat 7. Yes. It's in the chat. It's rolling in the chat, that under. It's right here. Actually, no, it's not in it. Why did I thought it was in the chat? I'm sorry. But yes, I agree with that under there with those two guys. Lopez is great. Lopez is a future Cy Young winner in my book. AJ, good afternoon. I'm going to make my jokes, AJ, or JoJo. Make everybody laugh. We're having fun. Everybody's on the Marlins, no run first inning. Yeah. But you know what's shocking about that, Ant, is you think Fetty, and you'll be like, oh, this guy, automatic, like an overplay, right? I mean, it's not like the Nats are a good team, and Fetty, I mean, the guy's got a 7 ERA this year, 6.75 ERA. Maybe they dig deep. I don't know. Maybe they listen to the show. I don't know. Maybe they just think Lopez gets a lot of hype because they're the Marlins. We hype the Marlins here. We like the staff. Tampa money line versus Seattle. I would bet Seattle. I mean, again, Michael, 4 in a row. I'm a streak kind of better when it comes to baseball. Start getting 3, 4, 5 in a row. That's where I'm looking. And I mentioned the teams today on these kind of runs. Seattle's one of them. I don't love Marco Gonzalez, but we are as a dog here. Small little dog. Is it worth a shot? Tampa Bay historically kind of bad versus lefties. Tim, roll up to the MLB. What's Tampa versus lefties this year? Normally they're pretty bad hitting versus lefties. Again, so we got that game.
I'll pull it up on. Let's see.
We have that game for you, Mike, with Seattle. The Met game, I said I'm going to come in on. They've won 3. St. Louis has lost 3. San Fran's won 5. I can't do that, though. 180, big number. I can't lay that. Angels, the same thing. Win 3 in a row, but you're laying 190 with Ohtani versus 5 loss in a row. Cleveland. But I do sort of like Seattle. And I hate adding games late, but I think Seattle and the New York Mets might come in late for me on my premium side of things as well. That's personal level. Tigers full game last night. Tough way to lose, yeah. I mean, I joke. I had Minnesota yesterday. Again, 17-10 of my faves, but I did lay to 130 last night with Minnesota. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Yankee pitchers lost all 3 starts. Nervous with Montgomery on the hill. Go ahead, Tim. What we got here?
I don't have any records, but in terms of batting average, 281 versus 232. Lefty, they hit lefties better. On base percentage is almost 50 points better. Slugging is almost 50 points better. OPS is 100 points better.
And that's for this year?
That's this year.
Yeah, all right. This year, all right. Interesting.
I
thought last year they were bad versus lefties. I guess.
No, this year they've been good against lefties. So there you go.
Good to know. Yeah, I don't know Montgomery numbers off the top of my head, Mr. Nika. I do not know. Let's see. He is 0-1. I guess the team is 0-3 in the starts. Let's see. 4-3 Boston, 2-1 Baltimore, 3-0. I mean, he's lost, but do you really lose when you're only giving up 2 runs a game? Losing games 2-0 and 3-1? Maybe look at the under in that game. Kansas City White Sox. Yes, run really with Greinke and Cease, Richie? What are your thoughts? I need to know your reasoning on that. I mean, I can't bet Kansas City. White Sox have lost 8 in a row, and even getting 180, I can't bet Kansas City because I think Cease is that good. Marlins first 5, sure. Padres money line. All right. I mean, I could get behind that. Yankees money line parlay looks solid. Well, they always look good, Ricketts. Greinke over 2.5K is good or no?
I was just about to mention like a prop, like take the under. He's gotten 2 strikeouts this year. Do you really think he's going to go and strike out a bunch of guys? I don't.
I was going to say under 2.5 is under.
I was actually
he's starting to think he's going to go at least 6 innings. He doesn't get 3 strikeouts.
I was actually pulling up my book, going on to player props, so I could bring up one of the player props that I like the most, except for where it's like juiced. There we go. It's actually they dropped it down to 2.5 because earlier it was 3.5. Under was minus 176. Now the under 2.5 is plus 110. Let's ride. Let's do this. Under Greinke strikeouts.
Plus money prop. There you go. Bet San Fran, you're making bank. Well, I mean, they're rolling along right now, 5 in a row, but AJ, I can't. I don't want to lay that with a starter who's just an opener kind of guy. You know. And I said it. You've heard me say it in spring training here before the season starts and daily betting. I like to ride teams are winning, 3, 4, 5 in a row, fade the teams on the other side. But when the numbers are 180, 190, I'm not getting involved. Can't do it. Nets, I'm guessing this is the Mets under first 5. Yes. How are the Giants in the bullpen game start Sammy Long lane 170? I said this to Tim. I'm like, didn't Long start against Milwaukee on Monday? I mean, I had him there. And not only is it a bullpen game, and yesterday I said, ooh, maybe bad spot for San Fran. I ended up not betting it. I was like, maybe we come in Oakland on a run line. Maybe it's something 4-3, something close. Giants didn't miss a beat. But do they miss the beat here in that second game back home? I can't lay 170. Blue Jays run line. So you see, I'll say yes to this. I didn't bet this game, and it fits the parameters because Boston has lost 4 in a row, and it's a fade time. I don't like Waka one bit. Stripling, I'm not a huge Stripling guy, but he's pitched fairly decent so far. So you want to go run line for bigger plus money? I'm not going to say no to that. Even 135, even money line, I wouldn't mind laying a 130 there. I mean, what do you think? Boston, they're due to win? We don't bet on things to be due. I got you, big facts. I knew what you meant there. Under first 5 Mets, yes. Took the Bucks under. I think today I do like the Golden State over, but I could see this game being an under there, Michael. Yes. Dodgers under first 5, absolutely yes. Tate's riding with Ricketts. Montgomery has a record of 3-1. 285 ERA, 74 Ks versus the O's career. 5.69 Ks per game. I mean, his numbers this year, yeah, the team is 0-3 in the starts. I told you the scores, 2-0, 2-1, and 4-3 or whatever they were. It's not like he's coming out and losing games 9-7 and 14-4 and 6-0. He's hanging tough. BK, I'm doing my best to help you. I try to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. We're here to help. The chat's here to help. It's one big winning family. Giants first 5 or 6 to open. Again, Miss Nika, I just don't like him in this spot. And I said before, I would rather just not bet the game. And if it wins, I'll leave money on the table. I'd hate to bet it and it loses. I'd rather leave a winner out there and just kind of stick to how I feel about things. And that's that. I knew it was first 5. I feel like one, if not both pitchers get early. Could be wrong. I'm going for it. All right. I mean, I don't know. I like Greinke and Cease. I shouldn't say I like Greinke. I don't like Greinke. A guy that throws 84 miles an hour shouldn't have a long shelf life at 48 or however old he is. Is it plus money? Like, what is it? I mean, I sort of kind of get it. Like, maybe the White Sox break out today, but I can't bet on somebody to break out. Only the song break out. Who sang that? Were those what were they called? Something Sisters from the 80s. Break out. Dun, 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 dun. Don't start to ask. Find a way to make it last. Looked it up. Tim, Something Sisters 80s. Sister. Swing Out Sisters.
I was on it. I was typing it up. I was just about to click in, and you went Tim. I'm like, okay.
That's right. I knew there were Something Sisters. I forgot. Mariners Tampa over the 7.5. You know what, Rob? Why not? I got nothing on either really side there. To think less. So I'll pull for you. Alec, how are you today? Your picks today and my favorite of your bunch. Marlins, Nats, a tie. I think so. I think that's going to be a 0-0. I like both of those. I love the one pitcher, and the other guy's got good numbers, so I'll say yes to that. Rangers first run tie versus Astros. I kind of like the tie talk. What are the odds on the tie talk here, Alec? Because I'm guessing a tie is probably better than maybe better than a no-run first inning or yes run, because if it's a tie, it could be 1-1, 0-0. Who knows? It could be 3-3. You probably get plus money on that, no, Tim? Under Phillies first 5.
You're just looking for a tie in the first inning.
That's what he says. Marlin Nats first inning tie. Astros Rangers first inning tie.
All right, let me look.
Yeah, Al, if you get,
I'll find it.
Yeah, or maybe he's just worded it wrong. Blue Jays first 5, and the White Sox -4.5. Jays first 5, I'll say okay, right? I mean, Boston has not played well. We're not betting on losing teams, right? They're not due to win. No one's due for anything. And the White Sox run line, again, if you're taking the Sox today, losers of 8 straight, it would have to be a run line play for me as well, because I don't want to lay 150, 160. As much as I like Cease, I can't lay a big number with a team. I mean, it's 190 this line, right? It's 188. Yeah, it's got to be a run line. If you're taking the White Sox, losers of 8 in a row, it's got to be a run line play. All right, 140 Astros tie first inning. Oh my goodness. Yeah, any type of tie.
You can go different types of ties.
I guess it's good because, like Danica says, you get any score would be a tie. So I guess that's why you're a little more juiced in on a no run or yes run, I guess.
I see tie 0-0 at -130, a tie 1-1 at 37-1, a tie 2-2 at 50-1, tie 3-3 at 50-1. And then you can go any exact first innings. This is all degenerate stuff. I don't know. I can't get involved in that. I feel like that's too coin flippy. If you're gonna bet first inning tie, just bet the Nerfy.
I'm gonna say, like, for especially any tie for minus, I'd bet the money on 1-1 at 37-1.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, again, with the no run first innings, you could be laying more juice. Again, I'm not a real inning kind of better there, Alec. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I was like, when I first saw that mistake, I was like, "What does he mean by tie?" I didn't know if it was straight up tie like this, or he wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. That's why I asked. Cease over strikeouts. Yes, I could do Cease over strikeouts. Plus money as well. Sure. Mets game and the under. Yes. Only a few books have the tie first inning. DK's got it. Yeah, I mean, for me, if I'm doing a tie, what do you think? 0-0? Again, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I don't bet a lot of no-run first inning stuff, so I don't know what the juice is on these things. Is it better to go no-run first inning or a yes-run first inning where you think you get 1-1? Or no run, obviously 0-0. So is that a better number, no run, than a tie bet or any tie? Because if I'm betting any tie, why would I just go 1-1 at the end of one thinking you're going to get some runs and get plus money, big money too? Efi, what do you got here today? Blue Jays have yet to sweep a series. Mets to lose to the Mets. I think the Mets get them. I'm going to come in. I'm going to bet this game. And the Blue Jays, again, Boston's lost 4 in a row. Stripling hasn't pitched terribly. And the Jays, much like a lot of teams, are starting to hit a little bit now, right? Everybody seemed to break out yesterday. All the talk yesterday coming into the week was unders, and then you had a bunch of double-digit crooked numbers up on the board yesterday. But I still like the Jays here, Efi. So I like the Jays. I mean, any type of tie. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I do, Alec, for especially minus 140. That's not worth it to me. I mean, I usually lay at the most like a 160-ish if I have to. So the 140 to me is, I don't know. I'd rather go 1-1 for the 37-1, or I'd rather take my shot on a plus money part of a tie after one. Like 1-1. I would say I'll try 1-1 for 37-1. Or no runs. Either no run play at minus 115, 120. And again, a lot of the books, their average is, you're not finding 105s a lot. You'll see 110, 115, even maybe 120 does, minus, But I can't lay to 140. I'm sorry. Matthew, we like the under this Dodger game. Yes, Arizona can't hit. Yes, Arizona, the worst hitting team in the league, at a $180 something clip, 185 last night. But Gallen, 2.88 ERA versus the Dodgers, and someone did post he's won 4 straight versus LA. Do you really want to lay? Where's this number? It's hoping at 180-ish. Now it's at 165 range, 170. Do I want to lay that? Is that a guarantee? And I love Urias. Even on a run line, I don't know. I would take a shot on the dog money line before I took the Dodgers as a favorite. Brewers and the Pirates over. I thought about this. I kind of like Ashby, youngster. But, again, the Brewers offense, one of the worst in the land, under 210. It's a no play for me. Jim Williams coming in. 330 average. They were all, I call them, Jim, the old Pat Kelly special. Pat Kelly, second baseman for the Yanks. At one time, I think he was the second best second baseman behind like Roberto Alomar in the AL. He was pretty solid, like 270, hit like 15, 20 homers. The Pat Kelly special would leave like a singe mark on the top of the black part of the wall, the plastic. Yeah, they barely got out. I saw a couple of them. Because someone was making fun of the things like, oh, look at this towering shot. Towering shot. The guy that, if he timed his jump better, he would have grabbed it at the wall. Nerfy, exciting way to do it. 6 outs is what you need. If homer comes, it's busted on the next. Again, I'm not a nerfy kind of guy, but I feel if you're going to do it, bet the no run. I repeat myself because it's the way I think. It's simple. The starting pitcher is the best guy on the staff. I don't care if he's the number 1 or the number 5. They're the 5 best pitchers. That's why they're starters. You can't get 3 outs. And I mean, if I was a nerfy guy, I'd be nerfing every game. No runs every game. Mets first 5 over. I don't know about this one, Richie. I do like the Mets today. I have the under. I kind of like the under a little bit. But I don't know if I go over the first 5 there, just based on like Matt's face his old team. Maybe he's pumped up. Maybe he comes out firing for 3-4 innings, and then it's 1-0. I don't know. Yeah. Alex Jets. Alex, how have you been? I have not seen you in a bit. Hope all is well. I'll take the nerfy too. These starting pitchers are lights out. Always pitchers ahead of the curve early here. So again, I mentioned my nerfy thoughts. They are what they are. Lions draft Malik Wallace plus 350. Again, I have a couple, just a few stuff I threw up in a draft the other day. I mean, I'm not loving it. It's not sexy. I'm just not into the draft this year. These are it. These are my draft bets. And I've been nothing. 3 honey on each. That's it. I was like, and I'm from the sense, Alex. You see in my betting tendencies here. You see the records. College NFL football playing. College hoops comes. I'm betting 1,000 college basketball games during the season. NBA, 50 games, 40-something regular season games. Baseball out of the bat, 150 games. So I'm not running to bet the last week or two of the NBA season, last week or two of the hockey season. NFL, I don't know. I'm just not into it. Just not into it. D-backs, first 5, because usually when Dodgers play quality pitcher, they might win, but they don't get runs still in games. I agree. And Gallen's got good numbers versus LA. Slick Rick coming in. NBA player prop. Under Holiday assist. Cousins over points plus 320. Well, I like the plus 320, so I'll say okay. I'm taking off for a conference call. I know. What is this guy doing? Tate, I appreciate you coming in. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. Alex, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. I can make a joke and say, you know what, you can put like earbuds in and listen to me, but I don't know if that make you laugh or but I'm glad you're doing well. Battle it out. It's good to hear. And thanks for coming back. And you'll be in my prayers there. I hope everything works out for you. Red Sox, money line and under. I can't bet the Sox, Darryl, 4. I can't bet a team who's lost 4 in a row, or 5 in a row, or 3 in a row, or 8 in a row. Cardinals over against the Mets today, huh? I don't know. I don't see that. Not on a getaway day. Dodgers under 100%. Reds money line. You think they hit Mackenzie Gore? I don't know. Reds haven't hit anybody. They're hitting 190. I can't. Rays over. I can get behind a Rays over 7.5. Sure. Philly, again, I don't want to lay that kind of number. Marlins money line. I do like Miami. We like Pablo Lopez. But again, Fetty has good numbers. Darryl, I don't know if you were here. I mentioned the Fetty numbers. 143 ERA in 7 starts. 141 ERA last year in 4 starts versus Miami. He's tough. Under, though, all the board. Astros under, yes. Angels money line. I can't lay 190 with Ohtani. I get it. They won 3 in a row. You want to jump on them. Cleveland lost 5 in a row. Perfectly understandable. But for me, it would probably be an underplay before anything out there. I can't lay that number. And A's, I thought about the A's yesterday, and I'll think about them today. I mean, the travel spot has to come back to bite San Fran in the butt eventually. Well, you're not buying. It'll be on me, Phil. I'll come up there. You're a viewer. I got to take care of you. I got to get up to Austin. I got a bunch of food up there. It's a little drive. And let's be honest, if I go, I'm going to have like at least my daughter, but she's always wants to go somewhere. She's like, "What are we doing today?" I'm like, I can't just drive somewhere on a spurred moment to her. You know, she's 12. She thinks it's everything's just you just show up at places and they're waiting for me like I'm some kind of celebrity. Do you think there's a chance of having over 5 wide receivers drafted in the first round? I saw a couple people talk about that, and I'll do a little more stuff. Actually, you know what? Today's Wednesday, so we probably won't be able to bet this tomorrow. Again, I really didn't dive head first and jump into the NFL. Efi, I don't want to. I think I was going through Twitter and some previews and stuff, and I think I should be saying yes to this. But again, I don't like to come in and talk out of the side of my mouth about it if I'm not 100% sure. Like, I don't want to say bet it. I think yes, but I don't know for sure. Are you on Twitter? Send me a message on Twitter. I'll dig a little deeper for you. Hit an 8-pack. All no run first. Jen D, let me tell you, I think the no run first innings, And I don't bet them. I don't come in here and say to bet them. But no run first inning for me is the way to go. Under Yanks, yes. Under Dodgers, absolutely. Over the Brewer game is my least favorite of the totals there. Right? 5 could be the limit. But if you're getting plus money, Jim, I'm not going to say no to put a plus money bet in. Worst case, if it's 5 and you get a push, you get your money back. Deep wide receivers, huh? I don't know. This draft, it's just, I don't know. I'm not. The fun part, and I don't even know if it's fun. You get a bunch of QBs. People think QBs are going here and there. It is what it is. But, all right. Wrap this up. KC under, Dodgers under, San Diego run line, my baseball today. Plus 553, 27-21 in video. Player props. Don't mind that we're almost 20 games under 500. You know what? Because we're $1,000 plus money because all we do is put out plus money props here. Lindor for a run, Profort for a ribby, France run and ribby. The guy's red hot. The guy's hitting 500 last week. Rizzo ribby, guy bats third. He's crushing the ball right now. Falefa, a little further in the lineup. I think the Yankees going to score some here, so give me the ribby for 230. On top of that, Allie Burns coming up next. Be sure to stick around and follow. Like, subscribe, notification bell on for Max Wager, because that's the only spot you're going to be able to watch these shows in another week or so. So pay attention to that. Number 2, the 7-day steal. I got underneath. I'm going to put up here one last time. This is it. And I don't like to just hype the sales part, especially when it's just like I come in and sell myself, but baseball will treat me well. $49 for a week. Just text the number. Again, last night, I put in here yesterday. Some people bought it, but still a dozen people buy a daily pass for 3 picks. You know what? I went 8-3. You could have went 8-3 instead of going 2-1, but it is what it is. So go get that. I gotta sell a little bit. Make the smart money move, people. It's definitely worth it. Last comments before we get out of here. We know Mike likes Zach Gallen. Yes. MLB warming up 5-way. There you go, Kim. Excellent. Definitely not sexy this year. Definitely not a sexy draft. Michael says 5.5 is a lot. Who's the 6th guy? Good question. Again, I wasn't totally sure on it. I don't think so. 3 or 4. But again, I said if it's 5 plus money, who knows? Someone will go out on a limb. All right, stick around for Allie. I will see you. Me and Tim will both see you tomorrow. Everyone have a great Wednesday of action. Bye-bye for now.